Welcome to Mysterious Goings On. We're going to get right to the show after these messages. Well, can you believe it? Pilate's Faith is no longer a abstract concept. It is actually a paperback and ebook available on Amazon.com right now in the 2021 holiday season. Here we are recording today on Black Friday. Had a great Thanksgiving, and today's almost as good because Pilate's Faith is officially out in the world, and it is in the hot little hands of many pre-order folks and other folks who apparently have heard about it and are picking it up if my Amazon sales tracker is to be believed. Very excited about that, and also very excited that my Goodreads competition to win one of 100 free ebook copies had about 500 entrants, so that's pretty great too. And I hope the folks who get it enjoy it, and the folks who didn't get it will go ahead and go pick up a copy on Amazon.com, exclusively on Amazon.com. I just also want to tell you a little bit more about Pilate's Faith, just in case you're on the fence about it. Kirkus Reviews, which is just about the gold standard in literature and book reviewing in the world, called it a well-handled mystery with the appropriate twist at the end. In fact, if you'll indulge me, I will read the release here, or the review here. The latest installment in Greenwood's John Pilate series shows us that a little town in Nebraska can be a hotbed of evil. John Pilate's life is a hot mess. He has PTSD, perhaps the result of a neglected childhood and the many misadventures that followed. He aches to make things right with his estranged wife back in Cross, Nebraska, but he drinks too much, and right now he is held prisoner in a sweltering shipping container in Key West. Okay, yes, he escapes. Off he goes to win back Kate, the wife. Pilate has a history in Cross. In fact, he wrote a bestseller about the violence visited on the town. People are getting shot again, and the acting sheriff, Jeremy Ryder, enlists him to help sort it all out. Oh, and he has left a romantic entanglement back in Florida with Val, his boxing trainer. After all sorts of surprises and a full complement of weirdos, scary confrontations, and harrowing gunplay, peace of a sort returns to Cross, though nothing is ever certain in John Pilate's world. Greenwood pulls many tricks from his writer's satchel. One of the most appealing is Pilate's inner voice, Simon, a, quote, little boy dressed up in a big boy costume, unquote, which is akin to his conscience. And there's a real baddie whom we get to know as Mr. Nice Nice for his favorite expression. He's the creep who locked Pilate in the shipping container. Pilate is an unlikely hero. He's no better than he should be and spends much of his time hungover. But he loves Kate fiercely and their two kids even more. There are some weak spots in the plot and some questions that have only vague or speculative answers, but the book also has a quirkiness and energy and snappy/snarky dialogue that keeps things moving briskly. At book's end, has Pilate finally found some sort of equilibrium? Is this a man who can learn anything, or is this not the last of the Pilate series? A well-handled mystery with the appropriate twist at the end. That's from Kirkus. Now, I guess I should have said spoiler alert. There's some mild spoilers in there, but it's okay. I think you'll get it. It's a labor of love. It's the 8th book in my series. I am very proud of it. I have said that it's the last one, and I'll say this, 100% it's the last one for now. And when I say for now, I mean in the next several years. I just have other things I want to work on, and that's nothing against Pilate, but this episode, I call it an episode, but this book actually is receiving a lot more attention, as you can see with the Kirkus review, and it seems to be selling pretty well already. We'll see. But I also have some other projects that I will talk about on upcoming episodes of this here show. And I'm sure I've got a couple of surprises in me yet for you all. And anyway, I'm very excited about it. And again, it's Pilate's Faith. It's available in ebook and paperback exclusively on Amazon.com. You can get that just by searching it, but there'll be links in the show notes to that. Also, don't forget, I can send you an autographed copy as we speak today. And this episode will be put up today. There may be just enough time if you go to mgopod.com and click on the store link there. You can order a autographed version for you and yours for this holiday season. Maybe it won't get there exactly by Christmas. If there's a problem with that, one thing I can definitely do is let's say you order 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 and they don't get there in time, let's say by Christmas Eve, you can let me know. And what I can definitely do is create a little graphic and email it to you and just say your autographed book is on the way or something like that. I'd be very happy to do that. And anyway, I'm very excited. Also, speaking of selling books, I will be attending a local place called, what's a local bar, but it's a bar that sells books. So my favorite kind of place. It's called the Afterword Tavern and Shelves here in Kansas City, Missouri, in the Crossroads District. And my old pal, fellow author, he's a nonfiction author, Pete Doolin, and I will be doing a book signing from 3 to 5 on December 18th, 2021, December 18th, 2021, 3 to 5 p.m. Central Time. We'll be there. Come by yourself a drink, buy several books, buy Pete's books. If you're into craft beer, wine, history of the drink in Kansas City area, Pete Doolin is the dean of such things. He's been on this show before. Pete Doolin, Petedulin. You can find his interview a couple of years ago, and I'll put a link in the show notes for that. But come see us if you're in the Kansas City area. Get those last minute Christmas shopping items crossed off your list. And what better gift to give than the books? Am I right? So anyway, I hope you'll come see us if you're in the area. If you're not, go to mgopod.com. I'll put a link in the show notes where you can buy books that are autographed by me, or there'll be furthermore one more link to Amazon, and you can just order your ebooks, or you can order your paperbacks directly from Amazon and go from there. I'd sure appreciate it. You know what? It's one of the great thrills of my professional life to this point to have a Kirkus review that's positive. A well-handled mystery with the appropriate twist at the end. I will take that, my friends. I will take that. I love that, and I'm really proud of that. So, just wanted to give you this brief update. I hope that your Thanksgiving was wonderful, and I hope that it's today is just opening the door into a marvelous holiday season for you and yours as we looking at the last 31 days or so of the year from this point on. Okay, again, thanks so very much for your time here today. I hope you'll buy the new book. It would mean a lot to me if you're a completist. You should buy all of them. I will say one last thing. I've marked them all down for holiday sales, except for Faith, the new one. It's got to sell at full retail, of course. We had a discount for pre-orders, but it's gone to full retail on paperback and ebook. But I hope that won't scare you off. Of course, it's a lot of work to put into a book, and usually I'm in the hole when these books come out, so I have to charge full price for the new ones for a while. So I hope you'll check it out. Again, it's Pilate's Faith on Amazon.com. It's a Caroline Street Press book, and I also want to leave you with one more thought. If you're listening to this right around the beginning of December, we have a jam-packed month of episodes here on the show. I mean, we're pretty well doubling up every week from here until the end of the year. I decided that a lot of these episodes are already in the can, and I can stretch them out into early into next year if I wanted to. And I thought, no, these authors that I interviewed deserve to have their stuff or their interviews put out as soon as I possibly can. So buckle up. You know what? You're going to need excuses to get out of the house, to go running or go to the gym, or you're just going to need to put your earbuds in to kind of tune out a little bit from all the holiday noise. So what better thing to listen to than Mysterious Goings On? We have a buku number of great interviews coming your way, if I say so myself. And then after that, we'll take a little break, and I'll tell you more about that towards the end of the year. Again, I appreciate your purchase of Pilate's Faith and the other John Pilate Mysteries, and I look forward to talking to you again very soon. How is it possible for life to be affirming, religion to be relevant, and our daily human journey to be full of hope in times so riddled with division, cynicism, and negativity? In Life is to be Celebrated, Robert Lee Hill responds to that overarching question with 52 messages born out of his experience as a pastor and community leader. In these pages, clergy, laypersons, and spiritual seekers will find positive guidance and inspiration for living lives marked by goodness, joy, love, and celebration. Life is to be Celebrated, Messages for the 21st Century, available in Kindle and paperback on Amazon.com, a Caroline Street book. Check it out. There'll be a link in the show notes, along with a link to both of our interviews with Dr. Hill in previous episodes. Again, Life is to be Celebrated, Messages for the 21st Century. Pick it up for your giving and for yourself. Thanks so much for listening to Mysterious Goings On. Don't forget we have a complete archive of all of our interviews, monologues, updates, live readings, dead readings, all of that stuff is available at mgopod.com. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to us so you never miss an episode. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the usual suspects. Please join us there. Again, don't forget, mgopod.com also has links where to find me on social media and how to get in touch in case you want to be a guest here on the show. Well, I think it's time that I move on for this week, but until next time, keep reading.